journalists struggle on this for long. And then,
For so long,
and
yeah.
then the guy after them did it first time. So we're like, teach us, senpai. I mean, it was amazing.
You can see our bullets are changing colors, so you can change your weapons with the flick of a button. The blue one is more range, yeah. And then your red one is more of a scatter shot, so it's good if you're being surrounded by a lot of enemies, which you'll see later on in this fight in particular. Not me, of course, because I die. You see, you know what I tried to do? I was like, that worm is pink. Let me try bounce off of it, and I died.
With the bouncing off thing. I was just like, I want to do it.
And then Matty was so pro that he's like, okay, I'll just finish this. We won't go again.
So it's like, cool, I killed the evil potato. Look at me, I'll fire off my finger guns. Like,
I love the shooting. That's the fact.
Yeah, and then it's like, here's this carrot box.
This carrot makes the coolest noise when he's meditating like that. I'm sure you... Let's just let them... Yeah, you're here, yeah.
Yeah, you probably heard. Speaking about the audio, the audio of this game is amazing.
It's incredible.
Even just the music, it's like so cool, happy, chilled, like old school. I don't know, is it jazzy?
It's a little like jazzy vibe to it, yeah. And it's got, it's got these Mickey Mouse, old school Mickey Mouse cartoon visuals, but the soundtrack isn't that. It's not a chiptune one track tone.
Yeah.
It's very jazzy. They change each level. They change, and the sound effects on these creatures is incredible.
Amazing, yeah. I just want you guys to pay attention to how long it takes me to kill him.
Yeah, it takes so
Seriously. Look, I'm busy pummeling him with my scatter shots forever. Any other game, he would be dead now. But this one, geez, I don't know how many rounds it took before finally, I killed him.
No, I think it was just the fact, it's supposed to be two of us, and I died so early on,
useless
crazy.
partner. One
thing I did notice though is we stuck to the red bullets a lot because they just felt like they did more.
They do more, but that's why you'll see as we play. I try to change a bit because a part of me feels that fine the red scatters, but the blue must do more damage.
Oh yeah. I was like, use your special because maybe that will kill him, and that nearly killed Matty.
Killed me, I didn't realize it would shoot left or right. I mean, I thought it would. Well, I think you can aim it up actually.
You can,
You did it.
I did it once up,
by accident when you were trying to shoot right.
And they're unique to the characters. So mine, you'll see later on, is a bit different to Matty's red Cuphead special.
Do you not think it's by level though?
I'm not too sure actually.
I thought it might be by level, but I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. We didn't really get that many chances to use it. So the best part about this game though is if you look in the corners, the HUD. Know how the pattern works.
But the boss fights are awesome. Like this one, you guys will see. It's like you're fighting frogs.
Yeah, it's very multi-stage. Yeah,
and it's like okay, and they're shooting at bees or something on fire.
The one thing I noticed, and it was prevalent in this fight and the one coming after this, is that the enemies have patterns, but they don't follow them.
No, they don't. You'll see the pirate stage especially.
Yeah,
that one screwed me over because. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to this stage though.
So that they have specific attacks, but they don't follow they're not I'm going to follow this attack with this one. So as you can see, this is turning into a multi-staging. I'm still alive at this point.
I used my special properly.
Yeah, you used it properly. You actually did a lot of damage, and I just lost the plot there. I don't know what was going on.
This is so confusing though because you can see from the left the guy's busy shooting. I don't know what is it
He's clapping something. Yeah.
And then the oak from the right's blowing like a huge fan. And you have to run right to, not blow to the left. But sometimes he just turns off. And that's just saying it's random. It's not like a pattern where random. If the guy on the left is shooting, the guy on the right's blowing the fan. You see they alternate almost randomly. And half the time I just got so lost because it's I thought I was going to be blown away.
It's such a challenge. Yeah. It's fantastic.
You have to pay so much attention.
Matty died eventually.
I didn't know that. Okay. Because you can only get hit so many times.
Right. Yeah, in the demo we have pre-equipped you with 4 health points, but in the actual game on September 29th, you will have 3.
I love that. No, I love a challenge. A lot of people are really big fans of games, platforming, boss level stage games that you can really have a challenge for.
Right.
And I think it's important that, that genre is still expanded upon. And I think, selfishly, as obviously I'm a fan, I've told you many times, I love the idea that this is bringing a super unique art style, a super unique play style, and also just the time, care, and credit that Studio MDHR took to put into this game really shows. And now this is a boss battle we're actually watching.
This is one of the first bosses you'll encounter in the game.
He's like a cute little blueberry.
He is.
With really, really big eyebrows.
Yeah, in the 1930s, that cartoon aesthetic, everything was very dramatic and overdone. So you'll see a lot of that throughout the game that we've gone and captured. But in these earlier bosses and stages, it really helps you master the different techniques and mechanics of the game. So for example, this one, like I said, is one of the first bosses, and it really makes you use your dash.
There's a super.
Yeah, there's a super, and now he is about to enter. You've stunned him a little bit there, and here is the third phase. So James is actually playing in normal mode right now. If he was on simple, he would have had a knockout right then and there.
Okay, so with the different difficulties, we'll also do different stages of bosses.
Right. So we were, from a gameplay perspective, we were inspired by games of the late 80s, early 90s. Those really challenging, difficult games, Gunstar Heroes, Contra, you'll see a lot of that reflected in here. But we have incorporated some modern nods.
Good job, James.
By the way, very mutual. The entire team has just been overwhelmed with the response and the support that we've got from everybody. That
now you're in a plane.
It really made 15-hour days, 7 days a week, well worth it.
And this started out small too. Like you were saying, like 2 or 3 people.
3 people, yeah. So there was the 2 creators, they're brothers, out of Canada, and then 1 developer. And then I joined on shortly thereafter. And then we progressively scaled up. We didn't think there would be an appetite for.
Really?
We didn't know. We were all in totally
separate. This
separate
was a little bit of a niche thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought. So we were like, you know what? Let's make this 8-boss Mega Man style select screen game. See what happens. Throw it out there, and it just, after the reception that we received at our first E3, where we showed some clips in the montage, we saw that there might be some appetite out there, so we
people couldn't stop. I couldn't shut up talking about it, and I know a lot of fans couldn't shut up either talking about it.
It blew us away. We were just like, what's going on, So I think at that point we said, you know what, let's go big or go home. We didn't want to be in retirement one day and thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda. So we went all in, we quit our jobs, and
doubled down, made it bigger, made it better.
Much bigger, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I think a lot of the fans in the beginning were like. We're like, wait a minute, I heard about Cuphead, now I haven't heard about it. It's like, you guys really were like, no, well, based on your response, we want to make the game that you guys are loving and you guys are seeing and excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like last year when we had to do that delay, it was a decision that we felt poorly about. Like, we felt really bad because people were looking forward to it, but it wasn't a hard decision.
No,
we wanted to remain true to our vision and deliver the game. We had one shot at doing this, and we wanted to make it right. So it wasn't too hard to make that call.
At the end of the day, I'm always a big fan of. I always tell any developer I ever talk to, or anytime I see them online, I'm like, please take the time to make the best game that you are proud and excited about. And I know Microsoft's been a partner with you guys to help make sure this is super optimized.
Absolutely.
And I know those decisions aren't easy to make, but again, when it comes down to it, I think the cake speaks for itself that you guys have baked. So it is so literally right. It is so exciting. And I bought merch last night, by the way.
Oh, did you? Oh, actually,
I bought the shirts.
Bearing gifts for you.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
A custom.
You steal that from Larry?
I stole it from Major Nelson. Here you go. Some fun things.
And speaking of merch, actually, I know we can't hear the very loud upstage, very hustle and bustle, but it's really worth pointing out the sound of this game, the soundtrack. I've heard you guys talk briefly about it, but maybe share some of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's nearly 3 hours of custom composed jazz music in this game, using a 10-piece big band, a 13-piece ragtime ensemble, a barbershop quartet, a solo pianist, and a tap dancer.
So you literally didn't leave anything out?
Nothing. We wanted to remain as authentic as possible to the era, did everything by...
$2 if they could have finished it. Naturally, I left Matty to do it on his own fairly quickly. I'm really shocking at this game. Like, I was trying this fancy stuff. I was bouncing off the stuff, and then that crate just it fell on my head one time, and I just died.
Oh yeah, so you can actually.
Yeah, you see.
We could look at the health bars in the top left and right. You can see like I'm happy in the top left,
and I'm dead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alessandra's a bit dead.
I'm gone. But as you can see, you see the crate is not dropping at any specific time, and the pirate is shooting bullets, but he's shooting them at such random intervals.
It's you'll see like he shoots one there, he shoots another, he shoots like 6, like very quickly. Then he's like, okay.
The only one that followed a specific pattern for me was that potato one. He shot obstacles slow and then faster, and then
that's probably why it is the easiest one.
Yeah.
But like this part, he grabs a weapon and he pauses. He's like, yes, one quick one, and then sometimes he just stops.
And sometimes he'll shoot like 2.
Yeah,
you know,
it throws you off because not any game. It's like, okay, they've got the weapon, they're going to shoot like 3 at a time at specific intervals. Well, coincidentally, what he did right there.
It's really great.
But
it keeps you on your feet, and
all the time.
Yeah, it's just this game's really challenging. It's one of those that the aesthetic doesn't kind of let you know how difficult. Yeah, it's completely misleading.
This is a very cool retro, like you say, Mickey Mouse games, because that's the sort of visuals. That's the only way I can relate to it, is like Mickey Mouse visuals.
But you said it reminded you a lot of Contra, though.
Oh yeah, the thing with
that squid. Oh my gosh, so cool.
Me up so much because I was trying to dodge him and one hits me and then it just screws up your vision completely. But you can check even visually, it darkens the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the reason it reminds me of Contra is that game taught me to always look everywhere on the screen, like all the time. And
I think this is why you were so much better than me, because I just struggled. I always found that there was chaos on the screen. I couldn't focus. So
it's fine. We were getting to the end of my day. I didn't last much longer.
It didn't last much longer, and this was the very last fight we ended up doing.
And I died so stupidly. I was busy watching him because I didn't know what he was going to drop, and then a stupid barrel dropped to my head.
But yeah, that's basically Cuphead. So it was awesome. I really enjoyed the game. I just need more time with it.
Yeah,
basically.
I just want to know how many levels are there going to be.
And I hope they're not all these boss fights, you know what I mean?
We just want to see more of the game, but that's just a taste, guys. So
yeah. I hope you enjoyed that, and look forward to it. It's coming to Xbox One and I assume PC too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers.
Here's a real high-class bout, and begin! A brawl is surely brewing. It's on!
And someone's like, I mean a bonbon.
Yeah, this is not rated, is it? No.
I don't know what we're rated.
We'll leave that conversation. Yeah, so this is the Baroness.
She's got an angry cupcake friend.
Yeah, he is not very happy.
It looks like she's hiding in her castle. And
this is actually a great stage where James is using his homing weapon because that cupcake will chase you, and so he doesn't have to perfectly aim at any time, and it's a really good time to use that.
I bet you all see lots of gamers when they're doing these speed runs and they're doing these challenges with their friends. Also, there's another layer there of challenges of difficulties with shooting mechanics. They'll be like, yeah, but did you beat Bonbon with
only your spread shot?
Your spread shot.
I know. Let's see it. Call to action.
Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of gauntlets being thrown.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to use homing shot for a while until I feel confident. But again, these are many, many stages. You haven't revealed how many worlds yet, but you guys are kind of keeping that.
Well, there are four overworlds, yeah, but they are not in this demo. That is definitely under wraps.
You gotta buy the game to see those worlds.
Exactly. On what? Sorry, what day, Josh?
September 29th. And we're in September. Last time we talked, we weren't in September yet.
I know. So the days are just. It's a really crazy.
So let's talk September 30th.
Oh my gosh.
What happened September 30th for Maya? Maya's like, I have not slept